Hi, Scott here. Hope you are. Hope you had a nice weekend. Ready for another week in the markets. So this week is NFP week, week 1 of the month. So there will be some big news, obviously, later in the week, Thursday, Friday, from the US that will affect all markets probably. Keep an eye on the news. There's a few other news events around this week, so just be aware of those. Go to your forexfactory.com and just keep an eye on that whenever the news are released in your time zone. So I'll share screen. I've got a few things to talk about today. Not much setting up for right now, but a few things that could set up sometime today. Okay, let's get stuck in. So first one we've got is Aussie CAD. Aussie CAD on the daily. We're back up to this level here. It's a strong level, as well as this trend line that goes back forever. Rejecting that doji on Friday. Deceleration followed by doji. Perfect price action for a swing trade. But unfortunately, as it's a reversal, there's not really much room for a swing trade, as in the profits aren't. You go past 30.20. 30.50 maybe, but probably not much room for profit on a swing trade. Anyway, down to the lower time frames, let's get into the meat of it. Day trading strategies. We've got Aussie CAD here on the 1 hour. Right. So I see here a nice ABO setting up. Advanced breakout strategy. We've got a very strong line here, which we need to check on the daily to make sure we are happy with it. I've checked that before and I'm happy with it myself, but do it yourself just to be sure. A bit of a gap down on Aussie on the open this morning, but it actually stayed inside the triangle, which is interesting. We've had so far, we've had one touch, two. So probably we need to see a third touch of this level to be really prove its strength, and then a breakdown. That may happen later today. So we need some kind of, that'll be an ABO after that, or you wait for the 1 hour 52 broken, and then for it to come back, test the breakout, and maybe even the trend line, and trade the IBO short. So 2 possibilities there. It's looking nice, very nice looking triangle. Just need one more test. Let's go to CAD Swiss. CAD Swiss, we've got this level here, which, if we go back, we can check it's quite a strong level. And it did break through it, and it came back and retested it, and then it retested again on Friday. I'll just zoom in a little bit. So it's a bit micro, but it looks to me like it's broken through, retested, and on Friday gave a high test, retest, and it closed lower. So ignore today's candle. Let's go to the light time frame. So we see there on the 1 hour. Right, we have, this is the retest. Normally we'd expect this, if this downtrend was going to continue, we normally expect to see some kind of ACB pattern, fall back to the 4 hour 50, an ACB short. Now that we haven't seen, and maybe it's because of this level. And this level I've copied across in the daily, it's this level here. So it's pretty strong on the 1 hour, and it's very strong on the daily. So if we get a nice breakdown here, this could be all we get to the upside. So we might see it. It's got to be a nice clean breakdown. So down to these lows perhaps, pull back, and then trade that short. So this support line is now acting as resistance. And yeah, ABO short could set up later today. Maybe starting to set up now. See how that plays out, or maybe I'll just pull up to the 4 hour 50 first, and then this will play out later on. So a couple of options there. We'll see how that plays out. Now look at ones that aren't really setting up this exact moment, but could be later today. Aussie dollar. Again, we're double top on this level, looking good. No MACD actually, so MACD's looking okay. But are we getting a breakdown on the 1 hour? Let's have a look. Here we can see the double top here on that side, and double top on this side as well. So we might get an IBO short just down to the 4 hour 50. Maybe you could take it a bit lower as well, down to the day 20 or daily 50. And if that breaks below the 1 hour 50, which it broke down below on the open, which is a bit messy, that gap will probably close in the low volume hours because the market is only just opened in the first hour of market for the week. And if it breaks down here nicely and then pulls back nicely, get a nice IBO setup, which will be a 1 hour break and retest. Had the break with a nice pull down, pull back. Show it down to the 4 hour 50 or a bit lower. That could be on for later on. Look at Euro CAD. Euro CAD again, we've got some nice candle formations on the daily. We've got a couple of dojis in a row, two dojis. Looking good to go short against the major level. It couldn't break through. So what do we have on the hourly? Again, nothing at the moment. We need to break that 1 hour 50, put in a lower low, and then we've got a double top here, which is good. No lower high yet. So the entry will be lower high. So there'll be an IBO B. Not quite as reliable as an IBO A, but the double top's pretty good. And that could play out later today. So keep an eye on that. That won't set up for at least 8 hours, 9 hours. And to see how that plays out. Euro pound. As you see, there's lots of euros, lots of pounds, lots of kiwis. Quite a few possibles happening today. So this level here is pretty strong. Rejecting that doji on Friday. Looking good for a possible update today. But we need to have proof of that with a higher high and higher low. We've got a higher low. That's good. No higher high yet, but the setup will give us a higher high. So we've got a setup there. If it sets up and pull back to the 1 hour 50 IBO long, that could be nice. But we do have this trend line, so be aware of this trend line. 1, 2, 3 touches, so pretty strong. You might not want to trade through that. Just be aware of that. Let's go to euro dollar. Okay, again, double top. Bearish candle on Friday, looking like we're going short today. And the 1 hour 50 was broken on Friday, but then it just broke above it again. So it didn't go anywhere. So maybe we need to see a breakdown. What's going on here? You see a breakdown in the 1 hour 50. Kind of started now, maybe with the open gap. Retest the 1 hour 50, and then you play that down to the 4 hour 50 or further. So that could be an IBO short later on. Let's go to pound Aussie. Pound Aussie, another strong line. Couldn't be broken. 1, 2, 3, 4 dojis in a row, pretty much. So it's going sideways. We've got this trend line here, which was broken on Friday, but just kind of ignored. So it's probably not really relevant now. We want to see a nice clean break below the 1 hour 50. It's kind of ignoring it at the moment. We want to see a nice price action, clean breakdown below the 1 hour 50, pull back, and then we can trade that short. 4 hour 50 is a bit close, so not ideal. We do have lower highs. We don't have a lower low yet, so waiting for that one. There's a choice of pound pairs, so just choose the best one that looks the nicest on the setup for the entry. So again, stalling at resistance, or resistance here. Beautiful deceleration, but still no break for the 1 hour 50. So we need to wait for that break and pull back. So it could be a IBO short on pound CAD, pound Swiss. Very similar. Not quite as nice, not quite as much room, but good deceleration. A good level being rejected. Double top. Break and retest of the 1 hour 50 could give us a nice IBO short. So we've got pound yen. As you see, lots of pound pairs. So stalling at this level, not much room below it, to be honest. Let's have a look. Okay, again, we're waiting for a break and retest of the 1 hour 50. 4 hour 50 is probably going to be tested on the one down, so that's probably not that'd be an IBOC. There are better pound pairs out there. See how they set up. What's this one? Pound dollar. Again, rejecting that level. Looking for a short trade today, and we're waiting for the 1 hour 50 to break. So similar situation there, only for an IBO short. Kiwi CAD. Another great deceleration, 2 dojis in a row. Looking for a short trade here today, and the 1 hour is waiting for the 1 hour 50 to break, which is kind of broken on the open on the big gap down, but need a nice clean breakdown. Maybe not that far down there. Pull back to the 1 hour 50, and then we can trade that short to 4 hour 50. That's Kiwi CAD, IBO short, Kiwi Swiss. Another deceleration against a strong level, really strong level. This one, this looks good. And the gap down, not very nice, but you can see really a nice IBO setup. So whether that gap down spoils the setup or not, let's see what happens in the next few hours. Very low volume at the moment. Kiwi yen. Exactly the same, strong level, been rejected, and it's not broken through the 1 hour 50 yet, I presume. It's kind of going a bit yucky. Has broken the 1 hour 50, going sideways, so I'd wait for a break of the 4 hour 50 retest and then take a CBO short on that one. IBO's already happened. You could take a discretionary one, but the 4 hour 50 is very close, kind of going sideways. I'd wait for a CBO. Kiwi dollar. Strong level, rejected, going short today, looks like. 1 hour 50 still not broken properly, so I need a break and retest of the 1 hour 50 and trade that short. So we've got dollar CAD. Okay, what's going on here then? We've got a rejection of the daily 50. It's gone short a bit, and then it's pulled back to this major level, which we can go back and check the strength of that level. We're looking at the lower time frames. It looks like we're having an ACB set up here, but it's not a nice setup, so I wouldn't be taking the ACB. It doesn't look nice enough to me. It looks pretty horrible actually, but it could be an ACBB as it breaks down through the 1 hour 50 and retests it. We could be taking that short if you believe that dollar CAD is going short on daily. It's not really that obvious, is it? It's a bit of a, yeah, not sure on that one, but it looks like it's rejected the daily 50, come down, pull back for an ACB, and then going short. But not really the best looking setup. That one that way. Dollar yen, last one we look at. High time is first. So we've got a rejection of that level there, which maybe it's something. I think it was, I can't remember now. Down to this level, which is acting as support. Probably just move it down just a little bit. That candle there. Yeah, it kind of lines up nicely. That doesn't quite line up here now. So it's rejecting that level. What's going to happen here? Looks like we're going to get an ACB pull back to the 4 hour 50 and go short. See how that one plays out. It's there's a level here maybe. Yeah, not the best looking setup to be honest. That one there is like a double bottom that could just be going back up to. So you could either play the 1 hour 50 break and retest up to the 4 hour. There's not really much room there, so you probably have to wait for it to come down and play it short again. So yeah, I'm not too keen on that one either, to be honest. Okay, so we've got a few there to look at today. Keep an eye on the charts. We'll see how they play out. The gap on the open is a bit weird. But there's a few there which may play out later today or tomorrow. So I wish you the best in the markets. Just be aware of the news today, this week. and I'll catch you tomorrow. Okay, all the best. See ya.